Hello, and welcome to this session of resources to help grow your business. I am Marnie Swart Chanley. I am with the Fountain Inn Chamber, and today we are sharing some resources, obviously, to help grow your business that are available right here on our website at fountaininchamber.org. You go to the resource tab, and of course, the first thing you're going to see there on our resource tab is our beautiful member directory and newcomers guide. You can click on that and see the guide live. There's also just the member directory in case maybe you're looking for an electrician or a plumber or a party rental for your kid's birthday party. Lots of different things there where you can search. And then, of course, our 2025 policy agenda and advocacy guide. We did just recently send out a survey, a legislative survey. If you do see that in your inbox, please take just a few minutes to click on that and answer some of those questions so that we can best serve you with our policies and agenda, our advocacy. And then we scroll down just a little bit and we're going to come to the Carolina Buy tab. Now, Carolina Buy is a chamber member that offers a group procurement and bids on everything from office supplies, playground equipment, and more. You can get supplies for your office there. There are also places where you can bid on jobs there. So that's a great website. I'm not going to click on it right now. We encourage you to go ahead onto the website and to click on that to learn more. Schools and nonprofits can join for free. So the Blue Cross Blue Shield of South Carolina is a health benefit plan that we offer to our members with that are small groups. So that's 50 and under members for an insurance plan specifically for our chamber members and your employees. That is a great program to offer. And we're going to talk a little bit more about another program that can also benefit with those health benefits in just a little bit. But Blue Cross Blue Shield is a great way to offer your employees a health benefit, which also, of course, helps with retention and keeping those employees right where you want them in your business. This is something new that we've just started recently in conjunction with the South Carolina Chamber. We're very, very excited about this. As a member of the Fountain Inn Chamber, if you have 10 employees or less, you are entitled to a free membership with the South Carolina Chamber. And this is a great way to have your voice heard at the table, on the state level. So the state chamber is doing a lot of advocacy and a lot of work in Columbia. And so this is a great way for you to have greater impact through your membership by becoming a member of the South Carolina Chamber as a complimentary membership while being a member of the Fountain Inn Chamber. There are several chambers in the upstate that have also done this. So if you're watching this and you're not a member of our chamber, shame on you, but you can always join. And then, of course, check with your chamber and see if that is also a benefit. You do have to have 10 or less employees. So if you're a solopreneur, you're in. If it's just you and two or three other people, you're in. If it's 10 of you, you're in. If there's 12 of you, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to fire two people. No, just kidding. Don't fire anyone. But it is for people that have 10 members or less. We have some other really great deals for your business and just great opportunities to save some money on things that you already do. You know, Carolina Buy, it may be office supplies. Maybe you're just looking to save some money on office supplies, or maybe you're looking to do something big. You might be paving, you might be doing something there where you want to go ahead and maybe take some bids. There is that opportunity there. But even our folks at Spectrum Business also offer a sizable discount, special savings. If you click on that link, that's actually going to connect you directly with one of our chamber members, Robert. The email will go directly to Robert Carmen, and he will be able to set you up with whatever you need for your business as far as phone, internet, mobile, and more from our friends over at Spectrum Business. Now, we are an affiliate member, so we actually do get a little bit of a referral fee, if you will, a referral bonus for referring you by going through that process. So if you're getting ready to start your business and you are in need of those services, please, by all means, click on that link and go through your chamber. It benefits your chamber and it also benefits your business. The next one on here is Satino Marketing Company, which is a new chamber member of ours, and they have something called Iron Gate Business Advisors. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is a very new but very exciting program, and I'm going to probably not do it justice. So I would really truly encourage you to sign up and to just click on there and get more information. This is one of the ones. Let me make sure that this is going to work. I don't, it's so new that I want to make sure that I'm quoting it accurately. So I'm hoping that you can see our screen right there for Iron Gate. And then the highlights for this program. This is a way for you to save money on your FICA tax by offering a health benefit. So again, we talked about the Blue Cross Blue Shield. This is an $1,120 savings, and that is annually per employee. There is a zero cost of implementation. There is enhanced employee benefits like the EAP plans and some more. Let's go ahead and click on this benefit detail. I'm hoping that you're seeing the screen and just talk a little bit about some of these benefits. So you're going to be saving on that FICA tax. And then this is going to be additional benefits on top of that savings, which is 24/7 telehealth. You also have mental health counseling. There is primary care visits covered. There are an employee assistance program, holistic coaching, which a lot of times is not covered, preventable health screenings, additional employee benefits and extra protection, Quest diagnostic labs, RX coverage with no copays, which is almost unheard of, and then nutritional guidance and weight management programs. So we are very excited about this new program from Iron Gate Business Advisors. There's no no out of pocket expense for your business. You pay nothing extra for any of these services. They'll definitely make your life easier if you don't have to wait at the doctor's office or wait for an appointment. And they're also going to support your health, everything from mental health to your fitness and all those other goals, and no additional out of pocket costs for you or your employees. So we love that aspect of this program. We're very excited about it. There is savings for your employers. On the employer side, you're going to have a FICA tax savings. There's also going to be that improved employee retention we talked about earlier, as well as those enhanced benefits. For the employees themselves, they're going to have that no cost healthcare service, as well as enhanced wellness benefits. And there's no change at all to their take home pay. So it's a win-win, we feel, for everyone involved. If you want more information, of course, you're going to go on that website and find out yourself. We do not administrate this program for Iron Gate Business Advisors. That would be Joseph Satino, who would be your contact there. And again, this is also an affiliate program that we do derive some benefit from. So if you're going to engage with this program, we would ask that you go through our link so that we can count you as someone who has engaged with that, and that helps the chamber as well as helping your business. There's a very robust frequently asked questions section here. I am not going to go through all of these. I'm sure that you would have your own questions that would relate to your business, and you can go through those yourself and see where it would be applicable for your business and your employees. So we're going to hop back over to here. And of course, like I said, all of these links, you can go right here and click on that link and learn more. Right now, I have the distinct honor of bringing my friend Tatum Treadwell on from Better Tracker. Tatum was able to join us. I got the pleasure to meet her in Philadelphia when I was at the Association of Chamber of Commerce Executives conference, and learned about Better Tracker there, and was the first to raise my hand and say, we would like to sign up for this because we just felt like it was such a great program to bring special savings to you and your business to keep up with those contracts. Anybody got a printer contract and they don't know when it expires, they'll help you keep track of that. and service renewals, but I'm going to let Tatum take it away because she can explain it so much better than I can. So, Tatum, can you share with folks about Better Tracker and how it's going to help them save money with their business?
Yeah, of course. So I can take over the share right here.
Perfect.
But I actually think it was me who had the pleasure of meeting Marnie in Philadelphia. Let
We had a
me
lot of
see.
fun. We did.
We really did. It was a great time. That was actually my first chamber conference, so we are fairly new to the chamber world. Um, a lot of our, let me see, am I sharing the right screen here?
Perfect. I can see it.
Perfect. Awesome. So we are fairly new to the chamber world. We are typically sponsor. Oh,
It went away.
sorry. We typically sponsor or work mainly with managed service providers and a lot of their small businesses. So we are super excited to jump into the chamber world because we have honestly met amazing people like Marnie because you guys are just awesome. And we love to support small and medium sized businesses because we know that makes up obviously a huge portion of um, all of the economy. And, you know, who doesn't love supporting small and local businesses? So our partnership, I'll jump right in now. So Marnie and the Fountain and Chamber have been able to negotiate a special discount for you guys, which is really awesome with our tool Better Tracker. So now let me hop into it. We at Better Tracker have worked with almost 7,000 different small and medium businesses trying to solve the pain point of SaaS subscription and contract management. So, like I said, the problem is small and medium sized businesses have no way of tracking all of their subscriptions, their contracts, and vendor services. And when you think, oh, well, I really don't have that many contracts, tech sprawl is out of control and it is
Hmm.
only getting worse. So you may not think you have many contracts, but just taking a look at this visual here, you may have forgotten about your Canva, your CRM, your HubSpot, you know, all of those tools that you use, your printer agreement, like Marnie was mentioning, those tools are contracts. And now with all of the thousands of AI tools that are hitting the market, which most of you probably are already using two or three different ones, it is only getting worse. Because a lot of these month to month, subscriptions you don't think of as contracts, but when they hit your bank account every month, they should be considered a contract and treated as such. So back in the day, when we take a look at a timeline of how many tools or SaaS products that chambers or small and medium businesses or managed service providers use, back in the 80s, you could operate your business for less than 5 tools. Fast forward 40 years, it has gotten absolutely out of control. So the average small business is using 80 to 100 different apps or subscriptions to run their business. And from that, how are you supposed to keep visibility into all of that? It's really hard. So, where small businesses are losing money on these is unused subscriptions. Maybe you needed your Zoom license back during COVID, but now a lot of people have transferred to Microsoft Teams. So, maybe that's a conversation you as an organization need to have. Duplicate tools, forgotten contracts, and auto renewals. Nothing hurts worse than an auto renewal
Mm.
that you have not used in 6 months.
That was a scary story that Matt told at the conference about
Yeah.
that one business. And then when the renewal came, it was what, $10,000?
So 10,000 is what they ended up settling for.
Oh my goodness. So,
Yeah.
right.
So it
So it
was
was actually
I think
more.
it's, yeah, 50 to a $70,000 year-long contract
Wow.
that they were trying to get out of. And because they missed their auto renewal by
By
one
one
day,
day. Hmm.
they had to go through the legal process of trying to get it undone. And they ended up settling for $10,000.
So that was a settlement amount. It was actually
Yeah.
more. That's a
Yeah.
big savings. And if they had
hmm
only known, then they wouldn't have
One
had to
day
spend that
prior,
one day.
it wouldn't
One
have been
day
in that
makes a
boat.
difference. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Shadow spending too. So maybe your organization has multiple departments. The
Hmm.
sales organization does not know what the marketing organization is always using because we work in silos,
Hmm.
which is it's normal, but we need to fix that issue. And then obviously price increases without notice. Nowadays, all SaaS products usually have this 3 to 5% increase year over year. And if you don't renegotiate that contract, you will just be stuck paying those five,
Mm,
10, over the
each
years
time
increases.
on something you
Yeah,
may not even be using. So yeah.
exactly. Or
Tatum,
maybe
let me
this is
ask
the
you a real
example.
quick question on
Yeah.
this. What about like free trials? Does it track if you have a trial and it's getting ready to go into a regular subscription, or is that something we still need to keep up with
Yeah,
ourselves?
so if you as soon as you sign up for your trial, that's when I would put it into Better Tracker
Okay.
because a lot of our which I can get into here, a lot of our reporting kind of will come into the next slide
Mm-hmm.
comes from transactional data
Perfect.
as well. So when if you are getting charged, you will have visibility into that. The free
Excellent.
trials, it's that's why it's so important to make sure you are tracking so you don't get stuck
So,
missing it.
so my pro tip for everyone, if you're signing up for a free trial, put it in your calendar immediately, 2 days before the trial expires. So you can look at
Mhm.
that, review it, ask yourself, am I using this? Is it worth it? And then you can move forward or go ahead and cancel before they go ahead and hit your card.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's
exactly
that's what
very
we've been
important.
doing. So it's working so far, but I was just wondering if that was some sort of tracking, but I guess it's not going to track it until it's charging.
Yeah. And which is when most people notice it. They
Right.
forget,
Oh,
oh,
look
oh,
at
I didn't
that.
even
Where'd that
notice
come
that was
from?
going to come. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, yes. So, this is where Better Tracker comes in to
Excellent.
solve all of those pain points. Figure out what you have missed, what you're spending and when your renewals are. So, the quickest way to explain this to someone who isn't familiar is this is very similar to Rocket Money, but for your business.
Hmm.
If you would control and track all of your finances on a personal level, why would you not be doing this for your business as well? Like we've said before, kind of going back over, the whole solution and goal of Better Tracker is to centralize your subscriptions, expenses, and contracts into one platform. Make sure you are uncovering all of those hidden subscriptions that maybe you forgot about, and
Hmm.
then take control of that tech stack and either increase your margins by canceling them or making sure that you have the best margins as is, making
Absolutely.
sure that you aren't wasting.
And I think, that point that you made about the interdepartment spending is so crucial because a lot of times one department doesn't know what another department has, and they could actually have access across those departments rather than paying for it two and three times. I'm thinking
Mm-hmm.
about like Canva, one Canva subscription versus a Teams Canva subscription or are you paying for it three times over? So I
Yeah.
think this is perfect and yeah, take your time and help us understand how we can save money with this because I think it's such a great value. We've already
Yeah. And
seen some things where it's like, oh, look at that. So
yeah, actually, does Fountain Inn, I can stop right here. Have y'all discovered when y'all plugged into Better Tracker, did y'all find something straight away?
we just it was an easier way to look at everything.
Mhm.
We have QuickBooks, so we're able to see things that way, but it was just really nice that just the whole format and everything, it was just right there, like what you're showing us here with the expenses. We didn't find anything that we weren't aware of, but it was helpful to see like our Microsoft doesn't all renew at the same time because we have some
Yeah.
different licenses there. So it was just good to see where they are and when they're coming due. So we've already found a lot of benefit to it. We
Dang.
really like it.
Yeah. And the interdepartment, I was saying when I used to work at Dell Technologies, just think about our small team of around 20 people had our own individual Canva license.
Right.
Think about of the 100,000 employees across Dell, how many people had to have been buying Canva licenses for their interdepartment
Right.
use?
Right.
Instead of being so it's not just a small business problem.
Hmm.
This is a problem across all businesses.
Sure. It would have
Uh,
saved so much money to have an enterprise license for everyone in the company rather than to have each one of these different departments to have their own.
Paying for their own,
Absolutely. Big
exactly.
savings for the company.
Yeah. So here's a quick snapshot of kind of what our expenses kind of look like.
Hmm.
So you under linked accounts, you will input your business credit cards or bank accounts. It will pull in all of those transactions and identify which ones are reoccurring. So like your YouTube, Canva, Bitwarden, these are good examples of things like, oh, I don't have a contract with them, but in actuality, you do have a
Hmm.
contract. So you can see right here on the right, we have our Plaid integration, which is the same integration that Venmo uses, the same integration that Rocket Money uses, and I'm pretty sure like 2 in 3 Americans have used it already. So that's something
Absolutely.
that a lot of these corporations are already using, and that's not something to be worried about because I know some people are like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't want you
Well,
on
I
my
know
banking
Plaid
details.
is, I think Plaid is the uniform standard for a lot of different ways to connect to a bank. So it's
Mhm.
just known
Yep.
as a secure platform to basically connect your bank to another platform like BetterTracker in a secure socket level, the SSL, whatever the
Yes,
securest way possible. I don't
exactly.
know the technical terms, but it's safer by using Plaid than just directly going into the app.
And uploading. Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Exactly. This is exactly what that was saying. So we
Oh, there
authenticate
we
this
go.
that same integration. Yeah, 1 in 2 Americans. So half of America is already
Hmm.
using Plaid in some way. So it is not anything out of the ordinary. Super secure. This is our contract management portion. So you have your expense management and you also have your contract management. So you can pop in your printer contract, you can pop in your leasing agreement, you make sure you add your renewal dates, but most importantly, the notice dates. So you can
Hmm.
make sure to cancel or renegotiate before those auto renewals come up and hit. So if you're already tracking something like this in an Excel, we do have an CSV upload and a few
Nice.
other ways to kind of pull in some information as well for you guys.
Yeah. Because those
It's also going
spreadsheets
to
don't update themselves.
no, they do not. They do not. A spreadsheet cannot do. And it
No, but
also
Better
can give
Tracker
you
does.
notifications. Exactly. Yeah, so you can set up custom notifications and it's going to let you know if your price has gone up from the previous month or gone down and just make sure that you're aware of these price changes that are
Excellent.
happening.
Excellent.
So, the fun part, Marnie here in the Fountain Inn Chamber have negotiated $40 off of our Better Tracker price. And so typically you'd be paying 119, but through the chamber using Marnie's and the Fountain Inn's landing page, which I'll have a QR code for, you can go through there and get the discounted rate of $79 a month.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, and it doesn't look like my QR code is pulling up. Let me, that's always great. We love that.
Oh, it's okay.
But like I said, $40 off. And there it is.
There it is. Excellent. And they also
Yep.
have the link on our website. So when they go to that, that will also take them directly to that page where they can get some more information.
Perfect. Yep. And then that's all for me. So if you guys want to sign up today or through the Fountain Inn, make sure to use this QR code or like Marnie said, the link on their website.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Tatum. We appreciate our partners so much. It's such a great value add when we have all of these great benefits to offer to our businesses. We know that they can go out there and find some of these deals on their own, but they don't have time because they're busy working on and in their business. So
Mhm.
if we can have one page where it's a one-stop shop, you just see what you need and you can sign up right there, or you can get more information and then, of course, reach out to the companies to get more information about how that particular service may help with that business. We love it. I have to put some of the dates in our Better Tracker, but we just signed up for it and took a look and said, "Wow, this is just such a clean platform and such an easy way to see all those things." Right in front of you to see that, oh, I'm paying Google, for storage monthly. We're paying Microsoft.
Mhm.
We're paying, all of these other different services that we use to keep the chamber going. But it's just good to see it all in one place
Yeah.
and not have to update that spreadsheet because that's
Yeah.
all.
Where'd that spreadsheet go? I don't
Yeah,
even know
it
anymore.
was
Yeah.
just right here. It was on my desktop. So
Yeah.
excellent. Well, Tatum, thank you so much for your time. Folks that are signing in with us, thank you so much for taking a few minutes. I know I don't see any questions in the chat. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us here at the Fountain Inn Chamber or any of the providers of the services that we're offering, including Better Tracker. Just a great way to manage your time better. Yeah, that non-renewable resource. We can always make more money, but we can never make more time. So Better Tracker and some of these other resources are a way for you to save some time as well as save some money. And we know that you want to put that right back into your business. So thank you again for joining us today. We hope that you'll join us for some more informative webinars coming up soon.
Bye,
Thanks,
y'all.
Tatum. Take care.
Thank you.